It's no secret that I'm a big fan of Wrath of the Machine. Between the personal reasons I hold it up on the top spot, the music, the Rasputin bunkers built near and under the wall, our raid in the old Cosmodrome wall not too far from where our ghost found us, there's plenty of reasons for an old Destiny 1 veteran to love Wrath of the Machine. Frankly though, barring my own personal bias for the SIVA raid, Wrath of the Machine had the best raid weapons, even including all the raids of Destiny 2. Bold take mayhaps, but let me explain. To start, it's the first and potentially only raid weapons that have a connection to a prior DLC. Do you remember the Cayde's secret stash Easter egg in the mission where you climb the old colony ship to find Cayde's stealth drive and the Taken King? When you get to the room, you not only find that Cayde's loot had been swiped by the Fallen, but Cayde also had an array of different foundries in his stash. Hake, Amalon, Crux Lomar were all named to be present in the stash. All of the weapons in Wrath were all varieties of foundry weapons, Suros, Hake, Amalon, and some basic weapons like Ifmateria being a standard non-foundry machine gun. It's not a long shot to say the weapons looted from Cayde's stash became the weapon rewards for Wrath of the Machine, especially considering the physical design of each weapon. Blacked out carbon fiber with red hand-painted SIVA logos, a sleek look, plus the SIVA infection present in each weapon. When you first get a Wrath weapon, you will have a standard foundry sight and holes bored into the gun pulsing with red energy. When you fully upgrade the weapons from Wrath, the holes are filled with SIVA nodes with wires running between the nodes, plus a SIVA-themed sight custom made for each weapon upon fully upgrading, some even having special logos to indicate perks being triggered. It's a cool thought that the weapons we earned from Wrath of the Machine were Cayde's old weapons that were just sitting in fallen caves when SIVA started spreading through the Plague Lands in Old Russia, infecting them with SIVA and evolving them with unique perk evolutions. Speaking of perks, Wrath had the most unique and exclusive perks ever featured in a Destiny raid weapon set. Destiny raids ever since the start had two methods of designing perks for raids. The first being unique and rare basic perk combos, like Fatebringer's original iconic setup with Explosive Rounds, Firefly, and Outlaw. Even when Destiny 2 got raid weapons with random perk pools, there were still cases of rare and unique perk combos making raid weapons very sought after, like how Zaoli's Bane for a time was the only way to get explosive payload and incandescent in separate perk columns, as usually you had to choose one or the other. The other method was exclusive perks found only in specific raids, something like original King's Fall and weapons featuring Cocoon, a Destiny 1 version of autoloading holster, unique at the time. Destiny 2's version of Vaulted Glass had rewind rounds, as did other exclusive perks found in Destiny 2 raids for a while, but Bungie decided to make these exclusive perks less exclusive, being that they were regularly found elsewhere in the wild sometime after a perk's first introduction. Wrath of the Machine had not only exclusive perks, but also perks that acted directly in symbiosis with each other. Weapons like the Chaos Dogma Scout Rifle and Ifmateria Machine Gun had triple tap, returning a round to the mag after rapid precision hits. Then the perk Triple Double that pulled an additional round from reserves every time triple tap was triggered, making these weapons potentially fire for days without reloading if you can just hit the precision shots. The sidearm Zeal Vector and hand cannon Fever and Remedy both had reactive reload, a Destiny 1 version of kill clip granting bonus damage for a reload following a kill, plus quick reaction, making it so that while the damage bonus was active, you also had an increased movement speed. This was no slouch perk either, it was a noticeable speed buff. The Sniper Ex Machina and Rocket Launcher Sound and Fury both had spray and play, allowing you to reload faster when the mag was empty, plus a nifty perk making it that when you reloaded on empty, you get a larger mag capacity than usual, an alternate clown cartridge if you will. Then we get to the even more unique perks only available on one single weapon. The Aether Nova Fusion Rifle had Army of One, basically restoring grenade and melee energy on kill, the additional perk straight up doubling the energy returns granted. A bit broken in comparison to Enhanced Pugilist, upgrading from 10% energy return to 11 according to Light.gg. Quantiplasm was a Hake shotgun made for fast moving. Battle Runner was a perk that granted a sprint speed buff on kill, with the combo perk Running Interference that increased your armor with the speed buff, making you into an unstoppable force with a hard-hitting 12 gauge. The Suros auto rifle Genesis Chain was almost better than the Suros Regime exotic at the time, having a slower rate of fire but more damage when zoomed in, better than Regime in that you also had Firefly while focused fire was active, making it into an ad clear beast just for aiming. Last but certainly not least, the Steel Medulla Hake Pulse Rifle, firing in a 4-round burst and unique that its perks weren't directly related. Steel Medulla had full auto and a solid perk for sustained damage, Sign of 4 allowing you to gain bonus damage for a burst after landing 3 straight bursts on target. Simple yet quite effective. Ever since Wrath, I don't think anywhere else, raids or otherwise, existed perks that worked in union like Wrath. Don't get me wrong, there's been some build synergy for things like Incandescent Heal Clip that worked quite well together, but nothing else that directly worked in combo with each other that wasn't something on exotic weapons. Plus, in terms of design, these raid weapons were potentially some of the most grounded in Origin. My theory about Cade's weapons being stolen by the Fallen, infected by SIVA, and recovered after tearing through the Devil Splicer's leadership is true. It would make it a lot more story than the rest. Like in every other raid, why are there a bunch of random weapons made for human hands in regions of space where humans were never meant to tread? I don't think those dark gods from the abyss were thinking about what rewards to give out in case some madman with a hammer and a death wish came for their hides. As a closing question, do you agree that Wrath Machine had the best raid weapons, or at least the most unique weapons? From what I can tell, ever since Wrath came out, raid weapons have often been more of the same. Unique combos, but nothing too terribly unique, at least not recently. Plus, in perspective, I feel like Wrath had a full array of effective weapons. Like every weapon, even the sidearm I kept around, while most raids having at least one weapon that is more meant for scrapping than saving. That is just me though. Either way, the comments are always open for discussion. Honestly, Wrath is a double-edged backstab because I know if Wrath the Machine actually gets reprisal, it's not anytime soon, and the weapons won't be nearly as unique the second time around. Regardless, if you enjoyed, I have plenty more videos discussing Destiny in this manner, so be sure to subscribe and keep an eye out for them when I actually get to them. On that note, my name is the Mad Scorpion, and I will see you in the next video.
There is a